Kaylin. Today I am doing my August SeaWorld Q&A. This is my third Q&A on my channel, and let's get into the video. So we're just gonna go to the picture that I posted to Instagram of me and Ashley, who's the dolphin trainer that I did my animal care dolphin interaction with, and let's just get into the questions. So, the first question comes from @Kasha, or my friend Mandy, and it says, do cats count as fish? No. Name 3 things fish can't do. They can't breathe air through lungs, they can't swim backwards, and they can't do backflips. This is so weird. Does SeaWorld want to open a new park called Cat World? If not, they should. No. I mean, I guess you could call, there's multiple cat worlds all over the country. Isn't there a whole bunch of crazy cat ladies? Just call it Cat World. They should just pay admission for tickets. At Invention of Color, what was your favorite part about camp, and who was your favorite counselor and why? My favorite part about camp was Animal Care Day, which was the very first day. There's a lot of different things that I really liked. I liked going up to the glass with the animals, at the whales at Shamu, which was really amazing. I liked being able to walk on the slide out, doing fish prep, going in the giant freezer that's literally negative 5 degrees. Even though it was freezing, it was still fun. It was really awesome that I got to swim with Donnelly because we were the only campers, me and Kira, that got to go underwater with the dolphins. We were in there for a good 20 minutes or so. And Donnelly, she told us just to put on the eye goggles, and I held onto Kira and Ashley's arm underwater, and he was blowing bubbles at me. It was so cool to see a dolphin from that perspective underwater. And fish prep is so much more fun than you think it is. You know that you really want to work at SeaWorld when you are excited to shove pills like vitamins into fish, or you're just excited to put ice in buckets. Like, I don't know why I get so excited, but I do. So, Animal Care Day was definitely my favorite. And who is my favorite counselor and why? So hard. I really liked my counselors. So I had Missile, Sunshine, Dimples, whatever you want to call him. I call him Missile. Missile, Abby, Nick, and Aaron. Abby was for Shamu Day, Nick was for Aquarium, Missile was for Animal Care Day, and Aaron was for Birdhouse and Beluga, or Polar. I'm gonna say Aaron just because she's my biggest inspiration, and the fact that I actually got to meet her is still insane to me. I'm so glad that we have such a passionate, dedicated, and deserving person as a part of our SeaWorld family, because she speaks so passionately, and all she does is lift staff up. She doesn't want to talk about herself. She'll talk about herself and her own experiences, but she's not gonna go around like bragging to the world about what she's done at SeaWorld. She's gonna lift up the staff and talk very highly of all the people that are there. She's a really great individual, and I'm really, really lucky that I got to have her as a counselor and actually meet her in person, because I've been looking up to her for so long. At SW San Diego Photography, if you could do all of the park's career camp, would you, just to get a taste of what they each have to offer? And favorite beluga and dolphin at each park? My opinion, yeah, I would. I would totally go do the camps at the other parks. I want to go to Orlando so bad anyway, and San Diego was the first park, so that'd be really cool to go to. But in Orlando, you do Discovery Cove, and you get to go in the shark cage because San Antonio doesn't have one. But you get to go in the shark cage, which is really, really cool. San Diego is a whole nother realm. It's a completely different kind of camp, so I would love to. Favorite beluga and dolphin at each park? I don't know any of them at Orlando or San Diego. I've heard like Atla or Alua, and I don't know if those are both at the same park, but yeah. My favorite beluga and dolphin, sorry, my brother. My favorite dolphin and beluga at San Antonio, we have 2 different kinds of dolphins. So my favorite lag is Avalon, my favorite bottlenose dolphin is Donnelly, and my favorite beluga is Emac and Orluna. They're both borderline same. At Daniel_SeaWorld, what is your favorite animal interaction you've done? The beluga interaction program. Dana or Donna 259, what is your favorite place in SeaWorld and why? White Walnut Dolphin Stadium is like my favorite place other than Shamu because it's my home. It's home base for me. I've been back there so many times, and I love all the trainers and the staff there, and yeah, that's pretty much why. And probably by the time Discovery Point comes up, it'll probably be my new favorite place. So yeah. At Spencer_Jones_63, what was your favorite thing you did at SeaWorld Camp? My favorite thing was swimming with dolphins, fish prep, and getting up to the glass with the killer whales and walking along the slide out. That was pretty awesome too, because there was a whole bunch of guests in the stadium seeing us do that with Kaylin. So yeah. At For the Love of Una, I know you look up to and admire at BM Davis 629 or Bridget Purtle Davis. What has inspired you the most about her? She's totally amazing and incredible, by the way. Can you talk briefly about your article that you did with her? So, Bridget Purtle Davis is a light to me. She is so amazing. Her water work when she was at SeaWorld for those 10 years was breathtaking, and the idea that I have so many pictures from like 2006, 2005 era when I went to SeaWorld for the very first time when I was like 7 years old, and there's this one blonde girl that looks a lot like Bridget, and so I'm just like, how weird would it be if I saw her the very first time I went to SeaWorld and now years later I'm interviewing her and I'm friends with her. Like, it's insane to me with the fact that I probably saw her when I was little. She inspires me because she has such a passion for these animals, and the fact that she worked so closely with some very special animals, and she had her bond with them. You could just see it. You could see the light in her eyes, the glimmer on her smile, everything. She loved those animals, and every time a simple interaction, a simple touch, a simple look just meant everything to her. It was her world. And briefly about my article that I did with her, I got super lucky to do the article with Bridget. She is such an incredible human being, and she just brings light into everything that she does. And she's such a great mom, by the way. She has a beautiful son, and she is such a great mom, both whale mom, whale rider, and real mom. I'd been talking to her already for like a while because like we were following each other and everything, and then I had DM'd her and asked her if she wanted to do an interview with me after I pitched it to Central Florida Top 5. I wanted to see if they were willing to do an interview with me, and then I pitched it to CentralFloridaTop5.com, which is the website that I do articles and stuff for at the moment. Which a new one is supposed to be coming out soon, Top 5 Interactions and Tours, so you should check that out soon. But she said that she would love to do it. Central Florida said that they really wanted that article, and it turned out to be one of the top 10 most read articles of the year. I had like 3 or 4 articles that were out of the top 10 that were most read. So I feel like I'm making a really big contribution, and the fact that I got to interview her was amazing. So I just sent her like a list of questions that I wanted her to answer, and she typed out her answers, and then I put it in the article format, quotations, everything. And it was a huge success. It's got like over 400 something shares, and it's just, I'm very, very glad that it all worked out and I got to talk to her. At Jaren_Henry8415, who were your top 2 people you like the most out of our group? So if you don't know Jaren is one of the people that was in my camp group. We had 9 people in our group. And my favorite 2 people, I'm gonna count Tabata and Kira as one. And then Jaren. So Tabata, Kira, one person. And you, Jaren. And then Chloe was pretty cool too. So yeah. At _SeaWorld_support, what was the most inspiring thing you did at camp? Like I said, I really liked getting up to the glass with the whales, walking across the slide out, and fish prep, and dolphin interaction. At _SeaWorld_support again, and do you miss me? I do miss you, Emmy. I do. Then I have a few that were texted to me. So, at Jacob Fenton, who are my favorite advanced career campers? Okay, you, Weston, and Jacob. You guys practically count as one person. No offense, because you guys are twins. Weston and Jacob, Alex, and Eve, because she's really awesome too. And Alex is amazing, and she's way more pretty in person than you think that she is in her pictures. She is a queen selfie, but she's just queen reality too. So keep being queen, Alex. And I'm not gonna answer the other questions you asked me because you're dope. And the next question comes from the other twin. Just looking at his Instagram name real fast. Oh, he changed his name from Weston Fenton 22. Okay, so at Weston Fenton asks me, do you like Dairy Queen blizzards? Okay, the story behind this one is I had sent in a job application to Dairy Queen, and they had called me and did a really long, like 10-15 minute phone interview with me, and I thought it went really well. And then they were like, well, how are you gonna get to work or whatever with school? And I told them, I was like, well, I put on the application that I wouldn't start till like June 7th, which was the weekend after I got out of school. And they were like, oh, okay, then call us at the end of the month. So I called them at the end of the month 3 times, 3 different weeks, and I never got a call back or anything. So I had made a vow to myself that I wasn't gonna eat Dairy Queen anymore. My mom brought home a Dairy Queen Blizzard the other day, and I was talking to Weston, and he was like, oh, you're eating a Blizzard from that place that didn't hire you. He was like, you know what, we're gonna go on strike too. I was like, so we're all 3 on strike against Dairy Queen now because they didn't call me back. So yeah, I like Dairy Queen Blizzards, I just don't like Dairy Queen. And I'm not gonna answer your other question because that's just, you're rude. Rude! Don't bring that kind of stuff up. No. So that was it for my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you laughed a little bit. I did. So thank you for watching. I will be back in my next video, and I will be doing another Q&A next month. So keep looking out for that picture on my Instagram so that you can ask me a question. So bye guys.